Hello everyone, today I'm going to be answering a question that Jenna, just a little bit random, recently asked me. She is an amazing Australian booktuber whose channel I've been subscribed to for ages, and likewise she's been subscribed to my channel for ages. I will leave a link to her channel in the description down below, so please go and check her out. She is awesome and she deserves way more subscribers than she has, so yeah, definitely check her out. And she recently asked me, how do I read so much? So I average something like 8 to 10 books a month, and I know there are booktubers out there who are reading way more than that. There are people out there who are reading like 20 plus books a month, but I know that 8 to 10 books a month probably is slightly more than the average person, so I thought I would just address it in its own video. So when I thought about the answer to this question, I realised that it's probably a combination of a lot of things. I don't have a ton of other hobbies for starters, so any free time I do have, I feel like I can and I do dedicate to reading. Like, I can talk for ages about books that I've read, books that I love, books that I don't love, but anything else I don't really have anywhere near as strong an interest in. So I guess there's that. Also, I don't really have that much responsibility outside of work. Like, I mean, I don't have kids, I don't have a relationship. I've been largely single for the last 3 years, partly through choice, partly because modern dating really annoys me, but that's a different video. Also, I do have an amazing group of friends, but we're past the point where we sort of have to see each other every weekend, if you know what I mean. We probably see each other like once a month, and we always have the most amazing time when we do. Like, we talk all the time, we have the most hilarious Facebook chat, but we don't see each other every weekend. So therefore, most weekends I can pretty much do exactly what I want to do, and obviously most of the time that is reading. So I guess all of those things probably add up to how I can read so much in a single month. Also, I always aim to read about 100 pages a day, so I think by setting myself those targets, I kind of feel that it's more manageable to get through books like that. And obviously with a 400-page book, which is probably like average book length, I would say, if I meet that target every day, it only takes me 4 days-ish to read that book. So, you know, if you think about it like that, it's kind of becomes more clear how I read so much, I guess. Also, I only really read when I want to, so if I want to do something else, I won't force myself to read. If I've got a book that I need to finish, for example, for review or whatever, if I don't want to read it, I won't, and therefore I can normally avoid reading slumps that way. So if I want to do something else, if I want to watch TV, if I want to watch a film or something, I will just do it. I will never force myself to read, and therefore I'm always normally enjoying the process of reading and what I'm reading, so I guess there is that as well. Also, I always have normally 2 books on the go at once. I feel that any more than that, I just get really overwhelmed and I don't want to read anything. So I always think that 2 is quite a good number, because especially if they're completely different books, I've always got a choice of what I can read as well. So obviously if they're 2 quite similar books, I can, and I don't want to read that genre or that style of writing, for example, then I can get a little bit reading slumpy. But normally if I've got 2 books, you know, I can manage that, and 2 different books, and I've got a really good choice of what I can read as well, so therefore I can get through books faster because I want to read them. So I guess there is that as well. What else did I write down in my notes? Also, another thing, I don't use them because I struggle with the whole concept, but I know that some people, in order to read more, listen to audiobooks while they're doing other things. So I guess if you want to read more, you can always try out some audiobooks. As I said, I don't use them myself, but if you want to read more, I guess then that is something that you could definitely try. But I think the thing that I want you guys most to know is that it doesn't matter how much you read, it doesn't matter what you read, as long as you are reading something regularly, then you are a real reader, and your opinion on books and comic books or whatever you want to read is valid, and it is certainly valuable, and people would want to know it. So yeah, I would say that really it doesn't matter how much you read, and it doesn't matter how fast you read, as long as you're reading something regular, then I think that you can probably call yourself a real reader. So I guess that is it for this video. I hope I've answered your question, Jenna, and obviously I would love to see some other videos about how people read as much as they do. That would be really, really interesting. So I will leave all of my social media in the description down below. I hope you're having an awesome day, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye bye!